Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I am reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading Satellite Office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is October the 1st, 2012, and here is today's After the Bell market summary. Want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices traded today here. The Dow Jones closed up 78 points, and NASDAQ closed down 2.70. The S&P 500 closed up 3.82 points. Taking a look at the breadth today, we had 3,705 issues advancing. We had 2,474 issues declining. If we take a look at this, if we take a look to see how many stocks were making new highs and new lows, we had 467 stocks making new highs, and we had 50 stocks, 50 issues, I should say, making new lows on the NYC, NASDAQ, and AMX. That's where this information comes from for the advancing, declining, and new highs and new lows for the breadth. So breadth was definitely in favor of the bulls today. However, I would have to say that the reversal that we got intraday from the highs that we made right here in the first morning part of the session, we reversed, pretty much faded the rest of the day. And if you were in our chat room, mywallstreettv.com, password SMART, all right, we highlighted the fact that if the market was not able to get back above 1444, we were going to be looking to go short, and that worked out pretty well. And we'll take a look at the intraday time frame to start off here first. So let's go ahead and take a look at my channel system, starting off with the ES here. The ES, gave back everything that it made today. The ES opened up at 1439.58. We traded to a high of 1451.52. If you guys watched the midday market update that I put out earlier, highlighted the fact that we had a nice little downward channel going into the open, back test held in the first 15 minutes and off to the races. That, along with the technical setup, aligned with the bullish economic news that came out this morning from the manufacturing index that they liked. They bought it up, caused for a nice little pop in the market, and looks like the big boys use that opportunity to sell the stocks, to short some stocks, sell some stocks, take profit in some stocks, however you want to call it. Now, Apple's definitely putting some pressure on the markets. The stock is finally starting to show its true colors of weakness now, and people are probably going to start looking to take some profit in that stock. So if you own Apple, or you're looking to short Apple, keep an eye on that 660 area. Holding it below 660 with some more heavy volume coming into the short side will definitely be good. But you want to be careful that you don't try to short through 659 and hold it short, and it pops right back above 660 and then squeezes you out that short back to the top side. Because we have to remember, it is still a strong stock. It does have some support, but we'll take a look at that in a little bit here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ES chart like I was explaining here. And so far today, guys, I'm going to zoom in here. We had, remember, last week, nice little high base consolidation channel. A lot of choppy action, shaking and baking, people on both sides of the tape. Got short on Tuesday, broke down. A lot of stocks broke down. Rallied right back up. And like I said in my weekend review, unless we can hold above this key trend line right here and above backward action, all right, we're going to be looking for some sell side action. What happened today? The market shot up. Market rallied all the way to 1450, hitting our key trend line right here, and then faded a bit intraday. So I'm like, okay, well, this trend line right here, the price of the ES right here is 1445. So therefore, at the 1445 level, didn't hold on the ES. There was no reason to look to buy that dip. All right, so now let me drag my other screen over here that I show in the chat room, which is basically the 5-minute and 50-minute chart of the ES, and take a look at this right here, guys, right to the T on my channel level there. And you can see here, 1444, 1445. All right, we did not hold below, we did not get back above 1445 intraday. So therefore, you had this little sideways action right here, downward movement, sideways action, which is indicative of a bear flag, and you got that little sell-off. So we were able to catch some nice scalp action on the ES, the downside here. And again, if you're a futures trader, I don't trade the futures, but I do use futures as a gauge intraday, and I do plan on trading futures pretty soon. But if you're a futures trader, you can come in the chat room too, and you'll be able to profit with us as I gauge the market off the ES using my channel system and using a couple of the methods that I teach for analysis intraday. So you can check that out. But either way, what I'm trying to say is that 1445 was a level that we were using today as an inflection point. All right, 1450 acted as resistance, and we pulled back, and today was not a good day if you are a bull, because you would have loved to see the market hold those gains instead of fade them off the whole day. So going forward, next level that we're going to be watching is going to be down here towards the 1427 level on the ES. We break below 1427. We have some minor support right here at 1424. The next support really isn't around until 1420. All right. I do have some more levels to give you guys, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I'm not going to say those levels right now. Going forward, if we can get back above 1445 tomorrow and hold, then break back above 1450, then trade back above, say, this 1450, we can maybe have some good side action, but definitely don't like today's reversal. Now, let me go ahead and take a look at the SPY for some of you guys that track the SPY intraday to take position trades and to take your swing trades or intraday trades. Taking a look at the SPY. All right, SPY's still hanging. SPY is still hanging in there. If we do pull back, you want to be watching this 142.50 level, which is going to kind of coincide with this rising 50-day simple and exponential moving average around 142.58. 144 is today's lows on the SPY was 144.01, so keep an eye on 144. If we break below 144, though, again, we could trade back down towards 143 area. And then next inflection point to watch to the top side is obviously going to be, again, today's highs now, since we reverse pretty bad off of them. And that's going to be around 145.69. We break above 145.69, we should be trading up here towards 146.25. All right, taking a look at the triple Qs. Triple Qs were weak today, gave back all of its gains today thanks to Apple. We did have some strong stocks in the Qs, such as IBM, which was one stock that we highlighted last night in our mywallstreettv.com Sunday night live chart session that we have every Sunday at 9:30 p.m. If you want to check that out, just contact me at cooper@wallstreettrading.com, and I can give you the information to get that to get in that chat room. So here we got the Qs. Qs again here, nice downward movement, and we could be flagging right here for a bear flag. We need some more time to tell, but if we don't hold above 68.65 or so, we could maybe be making a move back down towards 68, 67, 85, 68, basically back down towards a 50-day exponential and simple moving average down here around 67.50. But then again, we do have some nice support down here around this bottom support band that I have around 67.41. Keep that on watch. All right, we'll take a look at some of the stocks here in a few. Taking a look at the Russell IWM, Russell 2000 ETF, still holding 83. If we do break below 83, we the same way that we had a nice little smooth way up because there was no congestion inside this little zone right here, the same way we could have a nice smooth move back down to 82, since there's really, again, no congestion inside this little area right here of stock prices. Okay, so that's pretty interesting right there. Keep an eye on the IWM if it breaks below 83 and holds. Watch if it gets back above, if it can move above 84.50 and hold, we can maybe make a nice move above 85 towards 85.50 or so. All right, let's take a look at the volatility index. Okay, the volatility index had a positive day today. In the weekend review that you guys can find on the wallstreettrading.com website, I highlight the fact how we're in a nice little downward channel right here. Okay, and last week we came towards that downward channel, pulled back a little bit. All right, however, this week, all right, if we break above this little high right here, which I'm actually going to set an alert for right now because it could be a good trigger to buy some VXX calls or some VXX equity, or basically ETF, I should say, which is VXX is a long volatility ETF. That could be a nice trigger. So watch this volatility index, the VIX, if it gets over 1714, 1730 or so, nice little downward channel that's been in play. All right, and we've been watching this for the fact that ever since the last week or 2 weeks ago, when the market was kind of rallying sideways to up and the volatility index wasn't breaking down, and really it should have been breaking down and moving down towards the bottom line of this channel like it's been doing, like so. That kind of gave us the fact that there were some people buying protection, putting their bids in down there, holding that nice little 1330, 14 area bid on the VIX, and so far we broke out that little box here, and we've been trading higher ever since, holding above that 15 level on the volatility index. Keep an eye out for a breakout over 17. Most likely the target's going to be up here towards 18, towards those declining 200-day simple and exponential moving average around 1840 and 19. Let's take a look at the dollar futures. Dollar futures getting a little pop here. Either way, still looking a little bit weak here. Let's take a look at the hourly chart here. All right, so dollar futures sold off a little bit in the morning. It caused a pop up, then traded up the rest of the day there. That caused a little bit of that little fade action in the market. But taking a look at the daily chart, dollar is trying to get a bounce here, but really until we get above, I would say 80, 70, or better yet 81, you want to be cautious that some people may be looking at this opportunity to short the dollar if it rallies up a little bit more. We'll have to wait and see. The reason why I say that is because it's still in this little downward channel that that I still have on watch that I will be keeping on watch here. All right, so really until the dollar index gets above 80, 81 or so, this could just be a little bounce. We'll have to wait for more details to see. Let's take a look at our infamous Euro chart that I've been showing you guys with some of my proprietary channel analysis on it that worked out pretty well. A while, not a while back, but 2 weeks ago when I called it, 3 weeks ago when I called the breakout. All right, and let our subscribers and our people that follow our analysis know. All right, so the Euro still holding up pretty well here. As you can see how it's starting to hold this key trend line that I have on the chart. The real trend line that I want to see it back test and hold is down here, though, this little red shaded zone right here. Looking for it to maybe pull back a little bit more and get some type of reversal candlestick, and that'll be a clue. So on the Euro as well, need some more clues to see what the Euro wants to do, and then align this up with the dollar needing some more time. Tells you that we're going to be kind of going to get some nice action this week as far as volatility goes. As there's a lot of indecision right now. Is what some people are going to try to start buying the dips, and some people are going to try to start shorting the market. So it's going to get pretty interesting to see who's going to win that battle, the dip buyers or the people that are going to start shorting the rallies now. So we'll see. Need some more time. Now let's talk about some stocks. Last night we highlighted the fact to watch these agriculture stocks. Take a look at AGU. AGU had a nice pattern on it here. Broke out today, pulled back in a little bit, but still broke out. Nice volume coming in there. Keep this one on watch, as this is one of the stronger agriculture stocks out there, along with CF. CF in a nice little upward channel. Highlighted this one last night as well, and CF will make new all-time highs once it takes out 228. All right, Monsanto has earnings on Wednesday. Traded a little bit weak today. However, it's still holding above this $90 level here. And as long as it can consolidate above 90, or better yet, consolidate above 89.45, this one could be providing for a great trading opportunity. Whether it be to the upside or the downside, we'll have to wait and see. Like, again, they have earnings on Wednesday, so that earnings is obviously going to dictate which way it's going to go. So keep that in mind if you're trading Monsanto or holding Monsanto overnight. Let's take a look at a couple other agricultural stocks here. Potash looking good. Nice little downward channel break play set up. And for those of you guys that are in my chat room that see this pattern when I show this pattern in some of the stocks intraday, all right, this is the same thing. A little breakout, a little pullback, forming the higher low off the level here, trying to make a move back high. We'll have to wait and see. Need more time on that one. If it triggers over 44.60 though, I will have an alert go off and show you a good opportunity to get involved there. Potash, you can take a look at Mosaic. Mosaic was trading up pretty nice today in the morning session, but gave that back. A lot of stocks traded up pretty well today and gave back. One stock that I'm surprised of that did not sell, which I called out for the long in the chat room, around 760. I bought the call options on it, the seven strike weekly calls on it, even though I sold them for like about plus 14 cents or so on those. Had a couple contracts on, more than 2 contracts. I said a couple to somebody on Facebook, and I was like, oh, a couple, but only 2. And I said, well, more than a couple contracts then. All right, so in any case, RIM held up pretty well today with the market trading like crap. So maybe the bottom is at RIM. Keep an eye on RIM. If it breaks above 890 or 790, or even better yet, call it 8 for a continuation move higher. As it filled the gap today and closed on the highs. What else? IBM, a strong stock that shot up right out the gate. And if you guys, if you guys missed it, it really didn't give you a chance to buy the pullback. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart here, and you can see it held up the whole time. I was maybe looking for, a nice little, had this nice little up move. I missed this move here just because I saw it right here, and I was like, I can't buy this stock, and it's already up, $1.50. I don't want to buy it. So then it really never pulled back. So traded sideways the whole day. The stock is breaking out of a 10-day range. Let me bring up the hourly chart here. The stock is breaking out this little 10-day range right here. So any pullback towards 208 looks like a buying opportunity. Definitely have IBM on watch for those weekly calls right there. What else? Goldman Sachs had a nice move up today from the Barron's article, but gave everything back. Not bullish at all. Would have loved to see it hold up. And I can say that the only reason why it actually held up was because the market was strong. I mean, usually Barron's putting out an article, the stock gapping up gets faded for most of the day, or at least the morning part of the session. So that's pretty interesting right there. But Goldman Sachs, I think the stock's going to maybe pull in a little bit more, maybe back towards 112 and give you a better opportunity to pick some up there. So a lot of interesting things going on today, guys. definitely will have a nice watch list tonight for those that join us in the chat room tomorrow morning. And that's about it. Hope you guys had a great day and enjoy your rest of the night. And let's get ready for some Monday night football, baby. Catch you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8:30. Later.